Hello everyone, Ron Johnson here from L.T.L Tutoring Central, and Happy New Year. I realize that this video is being posted a little bit after the new year, but I wanted to wish everyone a healthy, happy, and prosperous new year. I know the last couple of years have been a bit challenging around the world. Let's hope 2022 is a bit better. Did you set a New Year's resolution or resolutions? Many people do, and I want to talk about that just for a moment because I think that we should either not set New Year's resolutions or reframe that a little bit. And I think instead we should focus on setting goals or think about a resolution as a goal rather than what a lot of people sort of assume a New Year's resolution is. I think what happens with New Year's resolutions is that, first of all, we don't talk about them too much, except at the beginning of January and then at the very end of the year. So just before New Year's Eve is coming up, or even on New Year's Eve, that's when everyone is saying, do you have any New Year's resolutions? What's your New Year's resolution? My New Year's resolution is going to be da da da. And then come January 6th, the New Year's resolutions have already been broken. Or by the end of January, for sure, a lot of New Year's resolutions have evaporated into thin air. And I think that happens to a lot of people. Now, if you're just doing it for fun, then that's fine, no problem. But a lot of people really are excited and hopeful for the new year. And they do, when they say it and when they think about it, want to make a change. So there's lots of things. It's different for every individual, of course, but maybe they want to quit smoking, or they want to live a healthier lifestyle, or they want to do better in their school studies, in their courses. So those are all great New Year's resolutions, and they're also all great goals. But whether you want to call it a New Year's resolution or whether you want to call it a goal, there are a few things that you can do to ensure that you don't have that disappointment come January 6th, the day I'm posting this video, or come the end of January, or hopefully anytime throughout the year. And there's a couple of reasons for this I'm going to let you know. The one thing I want you to think about is, first of all, define your New Year's resolution or your goal a little bit more precisely. So I'm going to live a healthier lifestyle. Okay, but what does that mean exactly? That's very vague, that's very broad. There's a lot of things we can do to live a healthier lifestyle. What exactly are you going to start doing to make that come true? Or as I say, I'm going to do much better in my school studies or in my courses. Again, that's an excellent goal or resolution, but again, very broad, very vague. What are you precisely going to do? There's a lot of steps you can take to becoming a better student and to do better in school. Which steps are you going to incorporate? Which ones are you going to use? Now, maybe you need to find out what those steps are. Maybe you don't know those steps. Or maybe you already know some of the good study techniques, but you haven't been employing them, or you haven't been employing them as much. So you see, there's a lot of leeway here. And that's why a New Year's resolution is so easy to give up or so easy to break and fall apart on you. You don't really have a plan. And you need to have a plan, and to have a plan, you need a definition. What exactly are you trying to achieve? And then what are the steps it will take to get there? Because usually with a New Year's resolution, even more than goal setting, although I see this with goals too, students come in very excited, sit behind me at the big table or online when I'm teaching online, and they set a goal. I'm going to do so much better this semester. I'm going to get the A grade. Okay, but how are you going to get there? Have you thought about what you're going to do that's different than what you've done in the past? Because if you do the same thing, you're probably going to get approximately the same results. Didn't think about that. Well, let's sit down and let's work out some of the steps. And that can be for any of your goals or resolutions. Just be more specific and define, how am I going to get there? What are the steps? And make them all achievable. The goal should be achievable, and the steps should definitely be achievable, because that's how you work up to that larger goal or that larger resolution. The other piece I want to mention is don't give up. So another problem with the New Year's resolution idea is that once you break it, yeah, well, that's it till next year. And you have a whole year to not do what you planned on doing on December the 31st or January the 1st. So that's no good. If you break the resolution, jump right back on again. Okay, it didn't work out this first week or the first month. I'm going to jump right back on. I'm going to get this on track. I still have this goal, and you can call it a resolution if you like, but whatever it is, you can start it at any time. You don't have to wait until January 1st again. So if you really need a date, pick a date. It could be February 1st. Okay, I'm going to give myself a couple of weeks, get my plan in order, get my steps written down. That's another great idea. Write these things down or put them on your computer or your device so that you actually are actively involved, not just thinking it sort of vaguely randomly in your head, which these thoughts go through and we get excited about them, but they disappear rather quickly if we don't have it in front of us as a plan. Here's my goal, here's my plan. So write it down, and then if you need a date, February 1st or March 15th or whatever, just set a date and then start again. You certainly don't want to wait a whole year to get back to achieving your goals or achieving that so-called New Year's resolution. And be positive. Always be positive. Think, what am I doing to move forward, to reach that goal? Sometimes we think of a loss. So if you're going to quit smoking, uh, even though it's a habit that you know might be injuring your health or harming you, it's a loss. You're going to miss that. So you need a plan. You need something that is going to replace it, something that's going to make you happy and feel fulfilled. And there's lots of possible options there, but focus on the positive. Focus on something good, not just the loss. Same thing with, I want to lose weight. I'm going to lose weight this year. Okay, well, what's the plan? But what's the positive goal? I mean, losing weight, yeah, it's by itself, you say, well, Ron, that is a positive thing. Well, it is a positive idea, but it's not very concrete for most people. And for the most part, you see it as a loss because you're not going to have donuts anymore. You're not going to eat certain, I don't want to pick on certain products, but certain things anymore. That's a loss for you. You're going to miss that. So focus on the positive part and stay positive. Like I say, if you trip up a little bit or have a complete wipeout, just get back on track. Maybe look at your plan. Maybe the plan needs to be adjusted a little bit. Maybe the steps need to be a bit smaller and just adjust those and work toward it. I know that you can achieve your goals. Also, I would be remiss if I didn't mention you might need help. So whatever you're trying to do, there's no, if it's something related to health, you might need to see your doctor or some other professional who can help you attain those goals. Or losing weight, you might want to see a nutritionist or at the very least educate yourself about good nutrition and exercise and all of those things that you can do to help in that regard. And obviously, if you need help doing better in your studies or schoolwork, you can access the teacher in person or maybe online these days still, or maybe you have a friend or a colleague who does well in the course. You could ask them for some assistance. And of course, you can always ask someone like myself, a tutor, who can help with study skills and strategies, as well as specific learning in particular areas like reading, writing, mathematics, etc. I think I've covered everything I want to. I want you to achieve your goals. I want you to achieve your New Year's resolutions, if you like to call them that. But I also want you to feel good about it and feel that you are making gains and successes. It sometimes takes a while to get to that ultimate goal. I've been working on some all my life, and I'm still working on it. So keep working at it and keep moving forward. It's Ron Johnson from L.T.L Tutoring Central. I will leave some links below to the website, the email. Don't forget the books. There's a short story collection, volume 1, and the study skills and motivational book. I will leave links for that below as well. In the meantime, take care, have fun, and good luck with those New Year's resolutions and goals. Bye-bye for now.